What's up, YouTube? This is Bert from B&A Adventures Media. Today I got something special in store for you for the 2020 KTM 690 Enduro R. Something that'll completely transform the way it handles on the street. Can you guess what it is? Let's check it out. So here we are. This is my KTM 690 Enduro R. I have a set of Warp 9 Elite Supermoto wheels on it. I went with Michelin Pilot 2 CTs in the front and the rear. It comes with the standard size brake disc and super easy swap over. The only thing you have to do is you have to clearance the front guards. They have to come off just a little bit because it will rub on the tire. If you see right here, it will end up burning them up if you don't notice it, so you do have to clearance it for that. The tires are a dual compound tire, so they will wear really well as far as center tread, and then they have a softer compound on the sides that'll give them plenty of grip when you're going in the corners, whether it's wet or dry out. Sprocket size, I went with 1545 gearing. I am switching over to 1549 on my Enduro set. That way, once I reset the speedometer, I don't have to go back and forth, because Gear Commander basically says that they're in like 0.7% difference as far as size goes. This is my first ride on it, so let's see how she handles. Yeah, so have to get used to these tires. I'm riding around with the map 1 turned on because it tries to pull the wheel up first, second, third, and feels like it was lifting in 4th gear. So I got to get used to it before I turn the nannies off on it. It is it's pretty sick. I've had a few real fast cars. My last one was 700 horsepower built auto Mustang, and this thing pulls, it feels like it pulls like something like that, even though it is for sure slower in the quarter mile. It does feel like it pulls super hard. So the tires are Michelin Pilot 2 CTs. They're a dual compound tire that is made to last longer on the center tread, but when you start to lean over, there's a softer compound for cornering faster, and it's a lot better in the rain and the dry. Man, that thing feels sick. I'm so used to not really being able to get on it hard with the gnarly knobbies, and this is like a whole different ball game. I mean, it's crazy. So the gearing I went with is a 1545. Reason why I went with that is because I wanted a little bit more low-end grunt, and I also am switching over to a 49 tooth rear sprocket on my Enduro wheels, so I have a little bit more low end on the trails, because first gear will do 40 miles an hour, and sometimes you feel like you're stuck between gears. So the 1549 is almost the exact same chain length and gear ratio as a 1545 with 17-inch Supermoto wheels. So once I change the speedometer, which on the newer bikes apparently all you have to do is unplug the main harness from the dash, and when you plug it back in, hold both buttons at the same time, and then it gives you the ability to punch in the, I guess, the rotational number. So it's good, you don't have to change it like other bikes. Have to get a speed healer of some sort. The KTM already has everything built in, so you can just swap it over. So the company I bought the wheels from is the EXE Industries, and they basically have the whole kit available, from kickstand to the front fender if you want to have that replaced. Comes with the spacers, the correct stock rotors. It is specifically for a swap over from a Enduro to Supermoto setup, so there's no guessing whether or not you're gonna need parts when you get it. Everything pretty much fits and matches right up when you get it home. That thing is wild. I'm not used to cornering on a bike, so it's all something I'm gonna have to get used to. Figure out what these tires will actually do. So the only thing you have to change on the bike once you get the wheels put on is you actually have to clearance the front guard some, which I'll show in a picture. Otherwise they will rub. So I can tell you right now, this is the most fun I've had on this bike on the street. The stock tires, they allowed you to get a little bit more aggressive in the corners, but the TKC 80s aren't, they're nowhere near as good as these Michelin Pilot 2CTs. And overall, I am super excited and happy that I did this, and then I have the opportunity to change the wheels back and forth. I know a lot of people are asking on Facebook, and I'm sure searching, because everything I see on a Supermoto swap for the KTM 690 Enduros, it just shows people with them installed, and that's it. There's no information on where they got it or what gear ratio that it went with, or you know, do you have to swap over your brake disc every time you swap over. With the kickstand and the wheels completed, I paid about $1,500 shipped, and for the amount of fun I think I'm going to have on this bike and the amount of content that I think I'll be able to do on it on the street, I think it's well worth the investment. Once again, if you like what you're watching, if you like our content and you want to see more, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.